Hello, folks. How you doing? Yes, you're right. It's the off night. A guy dressed in black with big round glasses. That's right. It's an off night. Well, I gotta tell you, I had a Amityville horror episode for the last week. For some reason, all these flies came into my house. I couldn't figure out why. I don't know what I was. As far as I know, but I will recommend these little the old fashioned fly strips. These things are fantastic. It's so easy. You put it up, you get a thumbtack, you step in the thumbtack, you scream loud, and then it's you go out, come back, and they've all communally decided to get on the strip. I don't know why. I'm just kind of like, oh, I'm happy, But anyway, I said too much. Just if you have any fly problems, that's good, and try a fly swatter too. But man, I don't know how I got so many flies. I even looked for it. I even looked for a corpse underneath my oven, but no, nothing. Not even a stick of not even a drumstick. Nothing down there. So I don't know why they came. Maybe it was the devil. I don't know. I wash. Anyway, okay. I digress. Please welcome your host and MC, Mark Sweetman.
Hey, here we go.
Hey.
Hold on. I'm gonna turn down the music real quick. All right, there we go. We're done. Did I do that right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. All right, let me bring Andy back out here. There he is. All right. Yeah, you did not go to the Ed McMahon School of Show Introduction, that's for sure.
What? Bringing up a fly thing and then suddenly introducing you? You were the last thing I introduced.
Yeah.
How a fly sees me. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's fine.
Death to flies. There we go.
There you go. All right. It's
the
off
interesting subject. You know, have you ever been satanically assaulted by flies?
Satanically assaulted by flies.
That's the only reason. I mean, there was like around my.
I think all the flies. I think all the flies that have attacked me have been sent by God. I don't think Satan had anything to do with them.
Okay, all right. So you've been a victim of the deer fly attack. I gotcha.
I have not been a victim of any. I can't remember any time a fly has attacked me.
Wow. Maybe it's because I have a pure soul.
No. Oh. That would be wrong. That would be wrong.
How a fly sees me.
So, what is that you're holding up? What is that?
This is it's a drain thing for a shower.
Oh, okay. It keeps the hair from going down the drain. Is that the deal?
That's the idea, So no more white beard stains down there. There we go.
Now, is it magnetic?
It is not magnetic, as far as I know. But it'll.
Is it weighted? What keeps it?
It's weighted. It's weighted down. It's a heavy piece.
All right.
So and clear out the all the hair that gets down there. So.
Well, I've already read Susan's poem. She's got a good one, so let's get her out here so we can start.
All right.
We can use her poems as a jumping off point.
Does it involve flies at all? No.
No, I don't think so. Here she is. Here's Susan Sweetman.
I have used fly strips, but in the barn, not
the
house. But I do have an ant problem in my bathroom. So what I got instead of fly strips, I got a house spider. So she sits in the corner where the ants come in, and her name is Charlotte, and she does a very excellent job. And she charges me nothing. She just eats what she catches, and she's wonderful. We have a very symbiotic relationship. I recommend
is that what
bathroom spider.
A spider for ants.
Is that what a pig, Charlotte?
Well, this one is my Charlotte, and every spider that I've had, her name is Charlotte.
Got it. So when the progeny come out, do you try and train them or to take over her spot?
No, but if they do put up their web in an inconvenient place, they will be evicted.
Oh, got it. Okay. So I was gonna say, I did have an ant problem, but it was weird. They're just going straight lines up the side of up the side of the wall. It was
Okay.
like,
White vinegar
That's-
helps.
all right.
They leave a scent, and then the other ant follows the scent. So if you use vinegar, it
That'll
breaks
work.
that enzyme or scent, whatever they
It
smell
breaks
they
the
put
spell.
down. They
I
can't
just found
follow
it.
the farts. The vinegar is too powerful.
Got it. Well, I found it interesting that they're just going straight lines.
They're very organized. I do have respect for the ant, but I don't want them in my house.
I agree with you. I'm wholeheartedly with you. Yes. So let's hear that great poem.
Okay.
There we go.
Glad to hear Mark thinks it's great. All right, here's your poem. August 4th, 2025. Volcano erupted in Russia, dormant for about 600 years. Evacuation of nature's reserve staff, but it's remote. Have no fears. WKRP in Cincinnati, Lonnie Anderson has died. If you watched this funny show, you may have laughed until you cried. Democrats fled Texas to avoid redistricting Trump-backed plan, but a quorum was required, so no vote while they're on the lam. An attempt to combine two districts in Austin for the win. The new map that Dems oppose redraws to favor Republican. Currently, Republicans hold 25 of 38 seats in the Lone Star State. Trump wants to make it 30. Dems fled to avoid this fate. Canadian wildfires are plaguing the Midwest with unhealthy air. Meanwhile, the EPA pivots away from science-based care. And Trump shoots the messenger at the Department of Labor, all because the true numbers were not in his favor. And that's your poem.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good poem.
Any
All right, let's get
questions?
No questions.
Let's get Jason out here. I don't think gerrymandered districts is that much news. We've had that. I mean, I learned about that in grade
No,
school.
but the big news is that they're threatening all the absconded, whatever you want to call them, all these Democrats. They went to Illinois and they're being threatened with criminal charges and arrest and
Criminal.
it's
what's the crime?
bribery because they were enticed to
crime they
leave the state of Texas and not be there for this important vote. So they were supposed to be back by 3 p.m. Central Time. I did not see the evening news tonight because I had to pick up somebody at the airport. So I don't know what happened. Have they been charged with leaving the state? Like now, U.S. citizens who serve in their state
We are going to war.
for leaving the state.
We are going to war. We are going
It's
to
a
war.
big deal.
Everything is so petty. We are going to war.
The biggest problem with this, why they have a problem with this, is because it's Trump's idea to redraw these gerrymandered lines.
Well, if Lord Trump
it didn't even come
shouldn't we
from
just do
somebody
it?
in Texas. Say that again.
If Lord Trump wants it, maybe we should just do it. You know.
You know what? I think that Mr. Donald Trump just wants to be worshipped.
Well, isn't the redistricting happening before the whole issue about it?
Hold on. We need Jason out here. Hold on. We got to get Jason out here.
All right. Well, the whole issue is that they were
as ugly as this man looks on his screen here. I'm still going to put him on. Here's Jason. Look at that.
Okay, everyone.
Jason Grant.
All right. Yes, we've always had people trying to redraw the lines in the favor of who they want to get elected. But
Everyone,
this
The
just
difference
stay
with this is
calm.
that they're trying to do it ahead of time. Like they're trying to do it before they actually had to do it.
this is particularly egregious simply because it's coming from the president of the United States. Kind of, here he wants all the states to decide all these important issues within their own states, but now he wants to dictate to the state how to draw their lines. It's kind of how it's being perceived. Not okay.
Yeah.
Well, let us not
The-
forget that Illinois is one of the most gerrymandered states in the union, as is New York. As it's a common political tactic, and we saw this
Yeah,
happen
that's.
in Wisconsin
I mean,
back in
Yeah, but I don't think it
2008.
should be criminal
he's going to
charges
gerrymander.
for
He's going to
leaving your
gerrymander
state.
Texas. What's the difference? Texas wants to leave. Texas wants to leave the union. They don't want to be part of us. So
No, they're
if they
part of
gerrymander
northern
Texas,
occupied Mexico.
whatever.
Oh
They'll
dear.
be the smallest Mexican state in Mexico.
Well, tell you what, let's have fun with our Mexican friends and give it back to them and see how that goes.
Yeah, so much, a bunch of,
Let's see how much they enjoy the gift that keeps on giving.
yeah. Give them
I worked
Texas Montezuma's revenge. There we go.
when I worked for the Children's Hospital. One of the social workers there was from Texas, but she would joke around, "Where are you from?" And she'd say, "I'm from northern occupied Mexico." They'd be like, "What?"
There you go. That's like Toledo claiming to be southern occupied Michigan, which almost happened. We made a deal.
No,
as you know.
I would like to be actually part of northern Windsor about now.
Well, it can be
Please,
arranged.
can't we be northern Windsor?
All you gotta do is go across that big beautiful bridge, and there you are, and big old picture of KC3 there to greet you, and we already all know the words of "Oh Canada" because we could watch Channel 9 when we were kids.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
You watch the hockey.
Well, no, that's a little further into Quebec.
Well, then there's Casey and Finnegan and
Yep.
Right.
Look up.
Mr. Dress Up.
the Friendly Giant. Yes.
I love the Friendly Giant.
And it is the country that gave us David Steinberg.
There you go.
And let's say it, Captain Kirk.
At Captain Kirk, Lauren Green. Lauren freaking Green, okay? Canadian. There you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, y'all want to, that's plenty of reasons. If y'all want to hit the bricks and head over that way, go right ahead. Besides, I mean, I've been there. It's okay, kind of.
Anything else in the news poem that you wanted to talk about, like volcanoes?
I love the volcano in Russia. I mean, talk about going against type. I mean,
well, they had that big earthquake that probably was a precursor that, tsunami warnings, and then the volcano blows. So, and more earthquakes.
And every now and then they get a meteor strike too. I've been waiting for one for years. I've got a target on the back of one of my T-shirts that says, "Come on, universe, come on, do it anytime right here. Let's come on."
I hear the Coral Reefer Band was going to go out there and do a show, but I guess they canceled it.
Well, now that Jimmy Buffett's no longer with us, sadly, he passed away about 3 weeks after Gordon Lightfoot, which made 2023 a particularly sad year for me. Mm-hmm. So there you go. As someone who is I'm a fan of Canada. I love Neil Young. I mean, what can I tell you? Joni Mitchell. Is she from Canada? Is she from Canada? I don't think she is. But well, what's that other chick's name? The one that's all really sprightly.
Anne Murray.
Thank you. That's right. The upbeat one. Yeah. And yeah, come on.
Spread your tiny wings and fly away.
I mean, come on. You had Helen Reddy or Anne Murray. It's an easy choice. I mean, Helen was a better singer, but my God,
Helen Reddy wasn't she Australian?
She is. I'm just simply pointing out, if you're going to have a foreign-born chanteuse show up on your shores to serenade you, okay. Nico, Helen Reddy, or Madeline Murray O'Hare. Again, I think it's an easy choice here.
I just have to say, my poor dad, all those trips with us kids down to Florida, and we'd stop at a rest stop or gas station. There's a new Helen Reddy 8-track tape, Dad. We have to buy it. He would buy it for us, and we would listen to that thing. And
Oh,
in the
dear.
middle of a song, clunk as it changed.
Oh, yes. The joys of 8-track. I have one installed downstairs in the dungeon basement playroom. Garden.
The all-time worst clunk on an 8-track tape was Chicago's Greatest Hits, "Color My World."
Yes.
The worst clunk
that.
clunk in all of 8-track history.
It had a way of doing that. Pink Floyd even recorded a very a different instrumental for "Wish You Were Here" to just simply to avoid that from happening in the middle of one of their, because at the time 8-track was still prevalent.
Yes.
Which, I mean, oh my God, what a horrifying format. What agent of Satan foisted that on and why did we buy into it?
Because in the, I can tell you, I can answer this question.
Thank you, Susan.
Abbreviated, but in the radio world, you put little 30-second bits on what were called carts.
Cart, yeah.
And it was that was the predecessor to the 8-track tape. So they filled up, instead of having, a minute worth of tape on the cart,
right?
You filled it up with the whole album. But
but you had this sort of sonic butchery, which was then foisted, and it just, it's one thing if it was Deep Purple and it came in halfway through Highway Star, well, who cares? It's the same song on the next album. I mean, it didn't matter that much. It was like when you bought CDs just so you could hear the satanic message from Alice Cooper a little clearer. Okay, it didn't really matter that much. But, oh my God, for some of the good stuff. Oh my God.
Mark has a wonderful collection of just regular cassette tape.
I've got some German cassettes that I've told my heirs that if I should pass away suddenly, they need to bury in the backyard.
They need to be destroyed.
Well, I just say that you don't want to handle them with your bare hand unless you've got a lot of hand sanitizer. I'm just. All
right. If you have no more questions for me, I think on that note,
I'm just saying the material was enchanting. That's all.
Enchanted evening.
You have fun with the spiders, and I'll see you later. Have a good night.
Good night.
Oh, and by the way, you torture Andy. I'm sorry, but Mark, torching you on the Ed McMahon School was funny. I'm sorry, but I laughed my ass off.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know. What did I do wrong?
Nothing. Do you remember how Karnak would react to Ed McMahon? It was of that caliber.
There are shows that do an opening bit before they do the intro. Saturday Night Live does an opening bit. David Letterman does an opening, or not David Letterman. Stephen Colbert does an opening bit, right?
Yeah.
We can do that if we're going to do an opening bit. Do we want to do that?
Well, we don't have to.
Hey, speaking of Colbert, and seriously, guys, I don't watch the show. I'm not invested in it, but he's got like another year, and they're going to wrap it all up. And there seems to be this kerfuffle about him really being kind of obnoxious about the whole thing. Now, you guys have been in broadcasting. What do you think? Is he trying to get himself canned before, the final act falls?
Think about it. His contract is up in May.
Yeah.
He gets paid no matter what.
Okay.
So he could get a paid vacation here. He's going to work again.
Oh no, he's going to be fine. I'm just thinking there's got to be some staff involved in the production of that program. Probably what, 80, 90, 100 people?
I believe if they're doing anything to get in trouble, it was discussed with the staff that they knew that if they want to hold on and stay with us and do it, if you want to get away from here and get on with your lives and not be tied down by what we're going to do here, but we are going to blow the motherfucker up.
They gave him leeway to do it.
From the desk of Mark Sweetman, media consultant.
Exactly.
What is he recommended? Well, he gets he's a couple of but right here in the middle paragraph, it says, blow the motherfucker up. Okay, that's pretty clear. Declarative.
That's right. I mean, I think he was very, I think he was very reserved. I think he doesn't have to do that anymore.
Well, that's why I'm asking you guys' opinion.
I thought he could go two ways about this.
Right.
He could have gone, fuck you in the ass, fuck you in the
Right.
ass till you bleed, right?
Yeah.
Just gone full in.
Mhm.
Or he could have gone back to his Stephen Colbert character that he did on the Colbert Report, where he was making fun of Bill O'Reilly.
Well, that seems to me like, why not just play this to the hilt? Because even though you're out of a job, you still want to work. I mean, you're not Johnny Carson. You're not just going to go away and play tennis for the next 10 years, right? I mean,
well, he might do a podcast. He's starting to do that.
Right.
He's starting to go to other he's starting to go into the movies.
Even Jay Leno has sort of come up with his version of a soft landing with Jay Leno's Garage, which is a big hit. In its own way. It may not be the Tonight Show.
Unless
I know I'm a regular.
Wasn't Jay Leno also doing a You Bet Your Life? Wasn't he doing a You Bet Your Life type program?
He might have been, but I just know him because Jay Leno's Garage is online, and I think he's also got a broadcast outlet for it. And
Jay Leno,
he's got all the great cars.
Oh, here's the thing about Jay Leno. Jay Leno never spent any of his Tonight Show money. He banked it all.
He lived on.
He spent all the money. He lived on his live appearances.
Yep.
So on Friday night after the show, or Thursday night, whatever it was, I can't remember. But anyway, he'd go up to Vegas, spend the weekend in Vegas, make his $100,000 for the weekend, and he lived off that. So the millions that he made doing the show, he banked, and so he can do whatever he wants now.
Yeah, but you still want to do something. I mean, what he wants to do is what he is doing, and he's doing it well, and it shows. You watch. I don't know if you've seen Jay Leno's Garage. He's very relaxed. He's very personable.
Yeah, it's like Conan O'Brien's show. Have you ever seen Conan O'Brien's show?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I think once Conan was off the sort of national networks, you could see him really relax a little bit. Yeah. And everyone said, I remember listening to Dana Gould talking about he wasn't deliberately trying to slam Letterman, but he was pointing out that he was on Conan's show and he had a little slight hiccup. He actually forgot his set for a hot second. He went blank for a second, but he had some he had some flashcards up there and he's able to get back on track. He said, but if that had happened on Letterman, that would have been a big problem.
Letterman or Leno?
Letterman. Apparently Letterman is far more tense and difficult to be around and difficult to work with.
Yeah.
Again, I understand at a certain level, you're trying to run a big. Hey, look, you're one of these guys. You're one of the few people. You've got a big show and a big program. Lots of people. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's not only your bank account, but a ton of other people whose bank account is dependent upon you. You're probably not always going to be Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, well, Letterman didn't really want to do comics. He wanted to put him on hold for 10 years.
Yeah. Was he ever a stand-up comedian? I know he did a little stand-up here and there.
Well, he was in the Comedy Store, so he was doing stand-up.
Okay,
but he did start off in broadcast, yeah.
Okay, because I remember hearing
that's how he got into his gigs. He went to the Comedy Store.
Okay, because I've seen some video of a very young David Letterman at some station doing weather.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Letterman was a stand-up. He was a regular at the Comedy Store.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Andy was saying that. Yeah.
No, he may not have traveled that much, but he
Yes, he did. You know what? He did audience. He did a lot of audience warm up.
Yeah.
Oh God! You see, now that's a job. If I could have gotten a job like being the guy who warms up for David Letterman or any of those people, the money you get paid for that gig.
Yeah.
is
they did warm up. You can still do warm ups for what the daytime talk shows. They're looking for people all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
For daytime?
Remember Joey Cola? Joey Cola was the warm-up comic for Martha Stewart show for years.
Yeah.
Wow. I had no idea that Martha Stewart would have a warm-up. I mean, I guess it makes sense in its own way. I've heard horror stories from Greg Fitzpatrick talking about, or not Fitzpatrick, what's his name? Greg Fitzsimmons, excuse me, who was originally a writer on the Ellen DeGeneres show right when it very started, and
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, his appraisal of Ellen is that she's every bit the monster everyone thinks she is, and probably even more so. But he occasionally was asked to do the warm up. He's like, I don't want to do the warm up, and they said it's $2,000 a show. He said,
I'll be doing the warm up.
What time do I need to be here? What time do you need to look at those stuff before you go on, or what do you want me to do? Because I'm sure Fitzsimmons is again another one of these guys who I no doubt work for free or work for next to nothing, and suddenly you're dangling $10,000 a week in front of him. That's what, $300,000 a year if you're getting every potential shot. I don't know.
Everybody, pretty much everybody that stays in it more than 20 years gets a point where they go from having nothing and barely paying their gas bill, to suddenly going, oh, what am I going to do with all this? I remember when I started making money, it was like, well, shit, I can save all this. I was like Leno, I didn't spend it.
Yeah.
Good man. Good man. And Leno, sorry, Mark, but Leno does have a great car collection. Now, you said that you have a car collection out in front of your house too, but it's due more to the kids.
Right. All my kids own a car, so.
Yeah.
It's not quite
that
as
explains
sexy.
why
The 2005 Neon.
Jay Leno does not have 3 Ford Focuses. So.
He's got a lot of things, but you know what he doesn't have? He doesn't have 3 Ford Focuses in his front yard and a family plan for insurance. That's right.
Are they parking in the front yard?
Yes, we call them Ford Foci. So.
The Foci.
Because we know how to use the proper Latin plural in the Sweetman house. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. I probably shouldn't be sharing this over the air, but whatever. It would seem that I have developed a rather ugly case of congestive heart failure.
Oh my God! No.
In the last couple of weeks, I've had a rather large swelling in my abdomen, a fairly large swelling. In fact, my right leg is almost twice as large as my left, and incredibly painful. And there's a large lump that's developed there as well. And so and I've also become incredibly lethargic, like to the point where I can barely get up and function. So, and I need to do something because my brother, and the rest of my family are not the type that if they were to see me to come to a family function in a mobility scooter after 2 legs have been removed, they don't have the good Christian taste to make fun of me after I get out of earshot. They'll do it right to my face.
Exactly. Yes.
They'll be like, "Hey, how do you like your?"
Are you wearing support socks? I mean, like.
I'm wearing men's clothing. No, I'm not.
If you do that, you'll solve a lot of your problems.
I think you're probably right.
And they have flesh colored and black, so take the flesh colored.
Well, I've got some flesh colored down in the basement. I need to get them out of the freezer. The legs are still in them.
Okay.
Right, by the way, Andy, what time is that? That's 8:28. First Cannibal reference.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
We need graphics. We need these up ahead of time so we can have graphics to pop up on the screen.
That's also my second basement reference, by the way. And I did last week. Your darling wife enthralled us to a graphic description of various aspects of leather care that left me nearly apoplectic, as she's talking about black boots and leather applications and supple black patent leather, and I'm like, don't stop, you little temptress. And today she's there you go. And today she's talking about spiders and whatnot.
This is what you want to get. These are known as the tension socks.
Tension. I like to think of them as pantyhose, but never mind that.
These are very tight around your legs. I
think I'm gonna have to.
You have to get some of those.
Well, here's the scariest part of this whole thing. Sam Greenfield had been the healthiest one of all of us.
I know. God, I miss Sam. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to get the Ouija. We need to go back over the old shows and clip out at least 15 or 20 good Sam drops that we can just push a button and have Sam's virtual recreation come back with all the usual venom and victor and vitriol and all the other delightful sayings that he used to say, where he was cursing me and everyone else with the most foul language God has ever created and put in a man's mouth. And for them to say, but I mean that with love. And it was true from Sam.
I miss him so much.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Andy, I don't know if you heard or not, but David Porteous passed away.
David Porteous. Oh,
Porteous. Yes.
oh,
David Porteous. You didn't get to know him, Matt or Mark. He was a cab driver who was one of the most intelligent human beings. He was like a cast character from some kind of movie about taxi drivers. Incredibly well educated, from a family that was very well to do, but also had this major blowout, had like a 2-year alcoholic binge, crawled himself out of it, became a cab driver, and just stayed a cab driver, and was known for some of those acerbic, acidy humor God ever could have possibly imagined. And he's one of the funniest human beings I ever met, and
I love guys like that.
Oh my God! David, amongst other things, he was in U of M law school when he was going back home on a jet airplane. Well, that was kind of novel, and he encountered a bunch of young men who were dressed in battle gear to go to Vietnam, and he thought this was kind of wrong, so he enlisted in the United States Air Force and then served 2 years in country. Back when rich people actually did that kind of thing. Although he would say, "Oh, it was no big deal. I just ran codes around." He literally was the guy with the suitcase with the little handcuff on it. I mean, I do that just when I go out for fun, but for him it was a business.
running codes.
Yeah, and then he came back and finished his law degree. He became a sheriff in the Washington County. He was in charge of security at the big John Lennon concert at Chrysler Arena.
You've talked about him on the show before.
Yeah, I have. I mean,
his name has come up. Yeah, I remember that.
He's a great dude. He was he really was. You had to get to know him. I mean, like typical New Englander, whatnot, flinty, cold exterior. But once you kind of got under that, you realized he was actually, well, really flinty and cold. But but he, but still fun. And to be fair, I won't say I was living on the street, because I was actually living in my cab, so I was about 18 inches above the street. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, technically speaking, he gave me a place to live and get my crap together and kind of come back to sanity and whatnot. And I can say that he and I were both in a similar program. We're not allowed to say which program for whatever reasons, but right near the front of the alphabet, you can figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's like, he had one couch once. He's like, "Oh, that couch over there, the wine stain is from Jackie O. She spilled on it during her birthday party." And you knew he wasn't lying. He wasn't making it. He was at a hotel once, one of these little private little European things with like 5 rooms and a pool. And like downstairs at the pool was Liz and Dick Taylor, and they're both getting, Elizabeth Taylor, Dick Burton, and they're down there getting vitamin B12 shots to help them get over their hangover, and just
wow.
one of those guys when he finally, just kind of flipped out and had enough and just started driving a cab, liked it, and stayed with it. And
who's here?
Yeah.
And
okay. Cab driving, cab driving is like a lint trap for
I thought you were talking to somebody.
Most people. So
okay.
Yeah. Well, we had.
What's your bad news?
You met Sean's baby daddy, right? Or not baby daddy, his dad.
Yeah.
His like actual dad, not the mom's boyfriend.
Yeah.
He is septic.
What does that mean?
Like he has a blood infection.
Right now?
Yes. Like at the party yesterday when he was not feeling good, and he went to the hospital and told him if he didn't go to the hospital, he probably would have died.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Apparently the medication that they're giving him is not working.
Oh no.
I know.
All right, well, I'll pray for him.
Yeah, pray. You have something in your eyebrow.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
It's my daughter. That's my daughter.
Yeah,
And
your daughter.
that's my daughter and makeup artist.
I know. I just had the vision of Soupy Sales and
Exactly.
Oh,
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yes, I want. There's something there.
The claw coming in.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself. You guys discuss.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Soupy Sales, genius,
So,
or
I got a
rank
chance to
hustler.
open for him. So
Really?
yeah, it was up in the Holly.
Oh, okay. Up,
Holly
was that
Hotel.
at the hotel up there.
Yeah, but that's burned down now. But yeah, I was up there.
Well, I mean, how again, how do you start a flood? They didn't know how to do that, but but they. So I hear
Soupy was quite different off screen differently. He was kind of different. A children's guy, whatever. So last time I saw him, when he left the there was a strip club. At the end of Holly, there was a strip club on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was like Mr. G's, I think it was.
Right.
It was in a little towards Flint. So that was your final day of working for the Holly Hotel. And anyway, he walked out of there with two ladies of the evening.
to consorts,
ladies of the evening, something. Yeah, I don't know. Escorts.
Comfort him. Well, I mean, that's
what you get in the business for, I think.
Yeah, I'd like to think.
Yeah.
I mean, at any rate,
I'm back.
Can you imagine though the kind of I don't know if you'd call it a fall or whatnot, but here at one time you'd had like one of the top TV programs in the country.
Yeah.
That people used to break their necks to go see, and
yeah, well, he had the Brad Pack came out one time. He had Frank Sinatra, and he had Frank Sinatra and
Joey Bishop.
And who's the singer? The other singer.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Sammy was doing Bad Sammys. They're on his show. It's pretty.
It's cool. Only three of the biggest people in show business at the time. Just only.
Yeah.
Only.
He was like one of those weird artists, And I imagine if the Ghoul had gotten that big,
God. I made a Ghoul reference at work the other day, and
nobody knows.
And no, one of the guys who was there who was like my age got it. It's like we were talking about making extra income because lately work has been a little sparse.
Yeah,
and it was suggested maybe we start robbing purses from ladies at Walmart.
I did.
We suggested that the contents of said purses may not be worth it because they would include like a roll of quarters, half used from a casino. Drink comp.
And
DHL. Mark, you're still on the air.
Mark.
Yeah, I'm here.
Mark, you're still on the air.
We can hear you.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Hold on just a second. All right.
All right. Now you're off the air. Okay.
There you go. And one of the items that I suggested might be in said mythical purse was a personalized picture of the Ghoul.
Yeah. That would be good. Yeah. The Ghouls. We always watched. It was questionable whether my mother would let us sit up and watch the Ghoul because of But it was.
Well, I used to be. I remember watching it. I would never get through entire. I saw many a Ghoul opening. I don't think I ever saw an ending of a program because back then it would end at like 1:00 or something.
Yeah, so it was like 1:00. I made it till when Froggy came on, and then a lot of times after the Froggy, I'd kind of just fade out.
Pluck your magic twanger, and
you got the A over day, and you got the head.
And
but, some of the movies were okay, like horror films, but
Well, I remember he'd come in with the air freshener, and
yeah. Well, he also would make comments on the show because they're so bad. So it's like almost like the,
But Channel 7, I don't know if you were in this area, Channel 7, ABC, they used to run really bad science fiction and horror films on Friday night. This is before Fridays had become a network feed. And so that's why I got to see the Creeping Unknown and the Creeping Terror and the Creeping Eyeball, Teenagers from Outer Space.
The Creeping Eyeball, was it the Creeping Eyeball? That was with Forrest Tucker, wasn't it?
I believe it was.
Yeah, I saw that. It was
Horrifying.
it was in the a snow-infested mountain or something.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and in fact, the someone was referencing that on a sort of forgotten film little thing that I was watching on YouTube, and they mentioned that Forrest Tucker said he was known for his acting, amongst other attributes. And I thought, well, that's a nice reference without being too direct about one of the reasons. Talk about another big man in the movie industry, Forrest. And I have a video slated for tonight on the making of the background of Sunset Strip, which is interesting because I've just seen one of these guys who goes to these places where they were actually filmed and what's left, what's there presently, but going through the backdrop of the movie, because I think we can all agree that Sunset Strip is one of the greatest movies ever made. Who
was in the Sunset Strip?
Well, Norma Desmond, Bill Holden.
Oh, you're talking about Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard, excuse me.
Yes, it is the greatest movie ever made.
It is one of the great. Jack Webb.
Yeah,
Jack Webb
playing a interesting, funny guy.
Yeah, exactly, with a little bit of character.
Yeah.
Who was the chick that he was kind of hot on? She was one of the writers or the secretary.
Well, she became the sex interest or love interest of the absent-minded professor.
Really?
Yeah, she was. She became a big Disney actress. And Haley, I think it's some Haley or something.
Haley Barber? No, that's former head of the Republican Party.
Yeah, it's not the kid, but it's some sort of
right.
But yeah, she was very famous. I can't remember her name right now, but as we go along, it'll pop in.
There you go. Well, at any rate, and of course, Norma Desmond,
yes,
as played by Gloria Swanson.
You talking about Haley Mills?
Haley Mills?
Not Haley Mills. It's the woman who was in the absent-minded professor's girlfriend.
Oh dear.
Allow me.
But you can also look her up in Sunset Boulevard.
Who was the actress that played the absent-minded professor's girlfriend?
Do you guys remember when questions like this would torment you for weeks, and the name would come to you in the middle of the night, and you'd call up your friend in the middle of the night and just
Carlisle.
Who?
Okay.
Betsy Carlisle.
No, that was for the remake. That's for the remake.
Oh, okay.
Talking about the original one with what's his name? Lorne Michaels. No, I'm
Fred McMurray.
Fred McMurray. Yes.
Yes.
The actress who played. Okay, her name was
Virginia
Nancy Olsen.
Vera Miles.
Vera Miles. Oh, she was in. Vera Miles.
Psycho.
She was the one that was in.
She
was also in Animal House. Vera Miles was in Animal House.
She was in Animal House? What did she play? Mrs. Dean Warmer?
Yes, that was her.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that was really.
God. And has there ever been a better casting than Dean Warmer? And then
he was great. Yeah, he did. He did a great job.
Oh my God!
Great, yeah.
The whole, and of course the whole thing when they're doing it deadpan discussion with the corrupt mayor while they dismember the horse.
Yeah,
it's in the dean's office and. Again, Animal House does not get the credit that it should get.
It destroyed 1,000 college kids.
Oh my God!
They all believe that was. They all decided, wow, that's what I want. I don't want to remember. I just want to be an Animal House.
I do remember that there was more than a few occasions of young men who had drank themselves to death trying to imitate Belushi's stunt of drinking the whole bottle.
Well, they did now, didn't they?
Yeah, well.
And then they go right to the hospital.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd say it didn't but the thing is, that was actually tea that he was drinking. So, again, good prop, but. Then also,
my God.
Yes.
Do you know what Leonard Maltin gave Animal House?
2 stars.
Yes.
Yeah.
how the hell would you give it 2 stars? You know,
He's Leonard Maltin. This is the kind of guy who's going to give some artsy movie 5 stars that you're going to sit there and go, oh, dear God, why did I do this to myself? Did I die and go to hell? Did I pay money for this? You know, for some black and white epic. And, you know, in 1975, I mean, he's the kind of guy who's going to give 4 stars to Cruising, you know, because of Al Pacino's riveting performance. In fact, look up Cruising and Leonard Maltin. See what he gave it.
God, okay.
You don't have to read about the movie. We know what the movie's about.
Yeah, it's
The
guys on motorcycles. There we go. No.
Well, they dress like that. They tend not to get into the motorcycle. They more like harnesses and slings, but
You said Cruising.
Cruising, yeah. Yeah. At any rate, again, a fine movie that had a fate similar to Sorcerer, in that it was not properly supported. And
yeah, Sorcerer is still pretty good. And they Wages of Fear was a fantastic movie.
Yeah,
but Sorcerer had its own pluses, especially with Roy Scheider playing the lead.
It was released the same week they released Star Wars to a wide release.
Oh yeah.
So you know, Friedkin was like, "Well, this isn't good." And then John Borman, who had done Point Blank, where he redefines the whole genre of the, you know, he's doing noir gangster in L.A. with Lee Marvin in color, and it works. And then what do? They let him loose on Deliverance, okay? And then John Borman goes on to do the celluloid war crime that is Zardoz and Exorcist II: The Heretic.
Wow.
And he was not indicted in any criminal court for either one of those films.
Got it.
And then
Leonard Maltin gave Cruising a 1.5.
You're kidding.
No, he gave it a 1.5.
Wow, terrible.
Yeah.
And Borman then redeems himself by doing Excalibur, which makes all of us Monty Python fans miss Holy Grail just that much more, because it was at a time when you couldn't just watch any movie you wanted at any time.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't come for a couple more years. And it also featured Helen Mirren running around in that cute little outfit that I think Princess Leia would be wearing some version of a few years later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, while she was busy showing off the wares. Now would be like, oh, Grandma, stop. No, put the shower curtain back on, Grandma. No, stop it.
Well, you know, she's still hot.
Well,
she was in that show with was it? It was a first show. He made a painter. It was James Mason was a painter, and she was nude halfway, pretty much through the entire thing. So.
Well, you know, I've been in a couple movies where I've been like that, but they didn't see quite the same distribution. But enough about Scout Camp. Mark,
none of your movies get good distribution.
Well, not in this. Hey, how many paintings did Van Gogh sell? All right, pal. So I mean,
that's true. Okay, point taken.
Sometimes you make art for the ages. Okay. I mean, okay.
I gotta tell you about this guy I got in the back of the car today.
Well,
he got in. Looked like a normal guy. I'm gonna say his name, but I will describe a few things.
Yo, indeed.
So he had a series of tattoos, and you'll probably like this, Jason.
Yeah.
He had two.
What?
He literally had a tattoo with saying Nixon was right. And he had another tattoo on his leg, and it was like a picture of a woman, and it's like, so I couldn't remember who it was. But he got in the back of the car, and he's kind of going like, you know, just talking normal, like, yeah, you gotta go do an electrical thing like this, and he's all like, so, hey, what do you think about the moon? So what do you think it's our moon?
Do you get the idea? Do you get the idea that tattooed artists are not the type of people that would go, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
We're talking like, well, he was worried about. You know, I decided to take this because I didn't want to get another. If I get a third DUI, I'll have a felony.
Well, I just know they look at they just look at me and then they take my gag away, and all I say is, "Hey, I paid for the ticket. I want the ride," and and then we go on
Right.
from there.
He was saying that the moon was brought here by aliens,
Well,
and
of
it's hollow.
course.
The moon is hollow.
Yes.
And I said, well, where'd you hear this? Well,
because
William
during the
Shatner
Apollo program,
was on the. Go ahead.
During the Apollo program, we crashed a couple rocket stages on it, and it rang like a bell. So they said.
There you go. You got the exact thing.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
I know my conspiratorium, dude. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I am up to date on all my conspiratorial this, and remember, in the long run, it's always the Jews. So you can always go back to that. It's just it's the way it is.
He said that there were planes on the back that they saw when they went behind the moon.
Yeah, and that's why we haven't. And that's why we haven't been back. He doesn't explain why after Apollo 11 we went 5 more times, but whatever. Let's not use things like facts and logics, because come on, these are people who still pay extra money to get reserve seating at a Guar cover band.
But I'm saying this guy is still working on. He's an electrician. He's working on your electricity.
Oh,
so
well.
Wow.
Well, let's put it this way, Andy. If he makes a mistake, nothing of value is lost.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
we had a great discussion about William Shatner and discussed about how the fact that he's so old, but he's got massive amount of energy. It's like really good. I saw him at a Comic-Con twice, 2 different Comic-Cons, and I got a signature because I thought he was going to be, he's getting close to like when he may pass away, but he's still going strong at 92?
Yeah.
So.
Well, them Canadians are hard to kill, dude.
Got it.
I mean.
But anyway, it was a fascinating discussion with this guy.
Yep.
And, and he asked about certain aspects of science. And I said, do you think he believes that everything that aliens are already here? So.
Well, yeah, of course they are. I mean, they've been here for ages. I mean, and they're just looking at us going like, I don't know what the point is. Look, tell you what, Zorg, let's just go get ourselves a cattle, turn it inside out, and we're out of here. All right? Yeah.
There you go.
That's our work is done. Okay. I mean, I don't know what you expect from us. I mean,
he was the highlight. He was the highlight of a day. So
there you go. I mean, that's. There's got to be one. I've got to get out there and do some more driving too, because there isn't that been much work to do, because the big all the stuff, everything's up in the air, and oh dear, and this, that, and the other thing. So
do you think the auto industry is going to survive this 4 years?
Yeah, but it's like anything else. It's going to be crazy for a little while, and sadly, we've all seen that the fate of the industrial worker has been getting. We've been getting royally pluked since the late 80s, early 90s. Shall we?
Yeah.
I mean, much as I don't like Michael Moore, can you dispute the points he was making in Roger and Me?
No, he was pretty much spot on. And the thing is like, everybody's claiming that these are going to bring back auto jobs. Is like,
well, he might bring back Auto World. He's going to bring back Auto World. He's going to put a big Trump sign on top of it.
Yeah. And the jobs are going to go to robots. There's no doubt in your mind that you're going to basically, you'll still produce as many cars.
Right.
But it'll be like with 100 people, Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, that's pretty much the way it's going to be. We're all doomed. We're all going to be on board some sort of Elon Musk-esque slave ship, where I suspect that the guy who's going to be like in charge of all the slaves is going to be like a Christopher Walken sort of character.
Yeah.
Can't you make them roll faster?
I don't know. Can they roll faster?
Can they roll fast? Is this as fast as it goes?
What I want to hear is cowbells.
Someone tell Natalie, don't fall off this one. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, but again, I saw Ben-Hur again. Because again, it's what a wonderful movie, and poor
again
with the her, yeah.
Again with the her,
yeah.
Again with the Ben-Hur,
yeah. Well, guys, do what? Watch a remake of Fantastic Four? Am I really getting a better movie?
No.
Tell me.
But I will say, go watch the new Superman. It was directed by the guy who did
James
Guardians
Gunn.
of the Galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is hysterical.
Who 20 years ago was tweeting about how he loved to have teenage boys diddle him. Look it up. I didn't make it up, folks. I'm sorry. It's what.
No, I understand. That is
he was being an edgelord, is what he would say. That whatever. Oh, but hey, you know what? I still like Chinatown, and we all know that Roman Polanski. Yeah.
I get it.
You know,
I understand.
artist versus the art. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I hate. Well, you know, Gunn knows how to do a movie. I'm sorry, he does.
He does. No, I can't argue with you. He does.
Just keep him away from school grounds. That's
well, you know, I mean, I have to stay away from them, so why shouldn't he? I mean, you know, I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
And honestly, Fantastic Four is not bad. It's set in the period of the 60s, but
yeah,
it plods along. It's not really like.
You know what? I like the Fantastic Four from about 18, 19 years ago or 15 years ago that Fox Movies did it and used a lot of their TV stars for the talent. It was almost like a made-for-TV movie that got released into the cinemas. And the guy who played Victor Von Doom, who recently passed away, who was in Nip Tuck, played a great Dr. Von Doom. I mean, and Lawrence Fishburne was the voice of the Silver Surfer.
Oh, okay.
Come on, how can you go wrong with a Silver Surfer being voiced by Larry Fishburne? You know that's a great character.
Oh, so who was in that? That was
well, what's his name? The guy from The Shield, Michael Chiklis or whatever.
Oh, that's right. He played
the chunky guy. Yeah.
The
thing. And I don't know who was in the rest of the movie.
Well, yeah, I did like that Silver Fishburne as a Silver Surfer.
Yeah, and it was a complete check your mind, turn your mind off, get some popcorn, sit down, and just enjoy a movie. My nephew tells me Happy Gilmore 2. I love it. Happy Gilmore 2 is hysterical. I'm not a big Adam Sandler fan, but when he gets it right, he does get it right. You know, I mean, he'll make. And again, to be fair to him, he has his own people. He gets everyone together. He's loyal to his crew.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, you put it out there. It's like Neil Young with this like 57th album. You like it? Great. You don't? Well, don't worry. Number 58's in the tubes. We're about ready to get it out here. you know, we anything you need, we got it.
Hey, my.
Hey, Neil's on tour.
59 is ready to fly.
Exactly. That would be just about it. He is.
Oh
on
man,
tour.
look at my life.
Not alive. I'm
song.
a lot like you were.
Got an album for the Paradise.
Yeah.
52 for you.
Yeah. And you know what? You can lampoon him all you want.
I love him. I think I love Neil Young.
He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And
I love Neil Young. I love his material. I love his songs. Those are great.
And Rosanna Arquette is presently his like fourth or fifth wife. I can't remember. You know, I mean, he's not getting any young ingenue, but have you seen Neil? I mean, could you imagine seeing Neil in a bathing suit in an amorous way? I'd be
he's in his 80s, isn't he?
At least.
Yeah.
The 1780s. I mean, it's old. It's bad.
But the Canadians preserve better, I guess.
Well, I think that's really been the theme of the show. He
was also probably a vegan for a long time.
And he was also a junkie drug addict. But they balanced each other out over time.
Well, yeah, Crosby's still Nash and Young.
Yeah.
I listened. I got nothing but 70s music on the radio these days. I can't get it off there, but so I'm listening to. What an expanse! Oh, it's almost time to go.
Yeah.
We go from the Doors to the Bee Gees.
Yeah, we got 45 seconds left.
Incredible
so I'm just gonna wrap it up here and invite everybody to come join us every Monday night at 8:00 Eastern Daylight Time. Right now, for the Eastern Standard Time. When are we gonna get away with? Isn't that Making America Great Again? I can't remember. Anyway,
I should hope so.
We'll be back next Monday night at 8:00. Same bat time, same bat channel. Join us, and we'll see you then. Good night, everybody.
There you go.
Eyes of the Flies.
There you go. And it's honor of Ozzy Osbourne, I've got Moloch behind me.
Oh,
Yeah.
we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, Moloch from the
Oh,
Bohemian
and Lonnie
Grove.
Anderson.
Yeah.